ICE is absolutely out of their minds.
Mhm.
Workplaces are being raided. We've seen, obviously, ICE picks taken to cars to, arrest people, detain people. Agents, and this is more specifically in Massachusetts, in Worcester, Massachusetts, arrested a grandmother who was with her 16-year-old daughter, another family member, and the daughter's newborn baby. So a tiny baby. And these scenes are so disturbing, and there's so many of them. And I just want to play a little bit of this. The other thing I think is important to know is that ICE is now masking, like a body that doesn't want to be held accountable, like some sort of secret police. And this is just one of the things that happened last week. But let's take a look at this woman, this young 16-year-old is being chased down. She's trying to stop her mother from being taken. And there's 3 police. So local police also are working with ICE on this. You see her family member holding a baby. She's being pushed to the ground again, face on the ground. And then we cut away to a picture of her grandmother or her mother, who is being taken away there. She is of Brazilian descent. We don't know too much more about her story, but those things are coming out. So this is the type of absolute cruelty and brutality with which ICE is operating. These people are not threats. I have a new video on Zateo where I'm just like, River, do you remember when we were let's abolish ICE?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck happened to abolish ICE?
100%. It's fascism, and it's been fascism, and it's never not been fascism. Yep. I really believe that these people are deranged by the power that they've been given. A lot of these people are contractors. They're not, you know what I mean? It's right. not to, I personally think we should abolish the police as well. We think, that these people are there to protect us. And they are not. They're there to hunt all of us. Everyone is a potential criminal to these people. That's what they've been informed by. And to circle back to the beginning of the show, the people that they've been trained by are the Israeli police. So it's this is just a never-ending cycle of honestly evil. What I just watched with all of you that's evil. It's evil. It's not a whoopsie daisy. It's evil.
No, and they're doing it on purpose. I think if there's any people out there, because of course we know the right is saying, well, by virtue of the fact that you're here, even if you're in immigration proceedings, but you're not a citizen, that means you're a criminal. Well, in fact, ICE is no longer going after criminals. It's been since 2017, since 2018, the internal investigations unit of ICE that actually goes after cartel leaders, human traffickers, they've refocused. You know what their focus is on? Day laborers, workers. That's what they're doing. They're not actually getting the big kahunas. They're not actually, if there were anything such as migrant crime, they're not going after it. They are going after people like this young woman and her grandmother. And on top of that, we saw a judge was arrested for basically defending the integrity of her own courtroom. But now we've got a mayor who's been arrested. And we just did a story last week that said Tom Homan, Border Czar or whatever was you wait. We are going to go after mayors. And in fact, they did. So the mayor of Newark was arrested last week while he was, over the weekend, while he was inspecting an ICE facility that he actually goes to every day, by the way. He's been going every single morning. He goes every morning. He went back that afternoon. This is a privately run detention center from Geo Group. He was basically making sure that everything was on the up and up because the city of Newark has cases against Geo Group for the conditions of the detention center. He was not protesting as it was reported, and he was inside the gate of the facility for hours before this happened. Clearly, the call came down and they were like, yeah, arrest his ass. Here is some of that scenes of chaos.
Get off of me! Get your hands off of me! Get your hands off of me! Get over her!
So he is in the red tie and the olive coat. I apologize for people who were watching. And if you were listening, there's basically a group of people who are trying to surround the mayor, support him, Mayor Ras Baraka of Newark. And then there's ICE agents trying to pick off those people. So it's sort of a series of, fascists and people who are city officials, straight up dressed in suits, there to, oversee this, again, a detention facility that is straight up in their city. He was arrested. He was held for 5 hours. He's out, but he still has just like the judge. Where was the justice from? I'm forgetting where she was from. Just like the judge, their cases are ongoing. So Ras Baraka still got like pending litigation. They accused him of basically like starting the aggression and trespassing and all this. So they're accusing him. Nothing of the sort, but like, we're here. And of course, it shouldn't be lost on anyone that Newark is a big city. It's also there's a huge Black population. Ras Baraka is Black. I mean, I'm just like, maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe it would have been anyone, but I don't think it should be lost.
No, not at all. I mean, in his case, absolutely. And then the judge is a cisgender white woman, it's absolutely people that they believe they can, not just bully, but break, basically,
Right.
And also to me, it's making examples out of people to keep everybody else in line. And then also this pervasive, I think it is an idea, but I do think it is a pervasive, like white supremacist, but also just white idea that like, well, I'm not doing anything wrong, and believing that because these things are happening, there must be something wrong with it. They must be doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Which is why like putting people in handcuffs and arresting them on television, they're guilty, and then people just, whether they are aware of the fact that they're making that decision in their minds, they're making it, And so if I just stay on the right side of the law, quote unquote, then everything will be fine.
Yeah. Gavin Newsom would never. Like, I would really like to see Gavin Newsom get arrested.
Yeah, he's not going to leave his house.
No, all right. He's
his
not going to leave his new podcast studio. Exactly.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
I mean, it's why you don't see that. I can't remember if it was the senator or congressman that went to. Thank God, went to El Salvador. Like, senator, he's not getting arrested. I mean, they're
right.
Diminishing him. They're doing everything they can, and eventually there will be white men that are arrested for this.
Sure,
and that's when people will start to go, oh.
Exactly. And the lower, so to speak, hanging fruit are like, okay, we can go after a mayor, right? But okay, a governor, a senator, Congress people visiting, like Ayanna Pressley visiting Rumeysa Öztürk while she was detained, like might not want to do that. That's going to cause more of a splash than this mayor that, now we've heard of. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room.